Welcome back to Every Day I Race. So, I always wondered, how long should you spray PB Blaster on rusted nuts and bolts for the best results? So last night I went and got me a brand new can of PB Blaster, and today I have to pull the wheel from my truck, and the lug nuts are rusty to hell. So I read everything on the can, and it doesn't really say how long to leave PB Blaster on the rusted nut or bolt for the best result. The only thing it says is shake the can, completely saturate the troubled area. So we got a lot of troubled area right here. Don't hold back if you think it's not enough. That's pretty cool. So today's plan, I'm gonna try to find out how long it takes for the PB Blaster to do its job. So I got me a torque wrench. Actually, I got two torque wrenches just in case, but I'm gonna use the one with the arm to tell us how much torque it takes to break these lug nuts loose. So the plan is simple. I got 5 lug nuts. I'm gonna see how much force it's gonna take to loosen up a lug nut without PB Blaster on there. Then I'm going to soak 4 remaining lug nuts with PB Blaster. I'm gonna wait 10 minutes for the PB Blaster to do its job on this lug nut. Then I'm gonna wait another 10 minutes, so 20 minutes total for this one, and I'm gonna see if it takes more or less torque to loosen up the lug nut. So I'm going to wait 10 minutes for this one. I'm going to wait 20 minutes for this one. I'm going to wait half an hour for this one, and I'm going to wait a whole hour for this one. And hopefully I'll figure out what would be the best time for the PB Blaster to do its job. So first it says shake the can. Shake it real good. So that's what I'm gonna do. Next, I'm going to put my fancy glove on. Of course, I lost the second one. Oh, there it is. Next, I'm going to try to figure out how much force it would take to undo this lug nut. So, hopefully I won't break it. Alright, it didn't break, and later on I'll look at the camera and see exactly how many foot-pounds of torque it took for me to loosen this one up. And then I'll compare it with the other one. So next, this one's loosened up. Next, I'm going to spray the rest of the lug nuts with the PB blaster. Alright, that's good enough. Now I'm going to look at the clock, and it says 2:18. So I'm gonna wait till 2:28. So let's wait for the PB blaster to do its job and see what happens. Just loosen up. Yeah, it took the same, if not more, force to undo this lug nut. So far, it's either a PB blaster didn't work, or this lug nut wasn't as rusty as that one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray some more. So wait another 10 minutes. So far, PB blaster didn't do anything. This lug nut, it took every bit of 150 foot-pounds of torque to loosen this one up after I sprayed it with PB blaster. So let's wait another 10 minutes and see what happens. Alright, it's been 20 minutes. I resprayed the other 3 lug nuts. So far, the results were not great. This one required the same or more torque to undo. What I really think happened is it felt like a PB blaster got into between the lug nut and the wheel itself and made the coefficient of friction actually more. So now let's do this one, and it's been 20 minutes. Let's see what happens. Let's watch it real close. Alright, I think I saw around 100, between 120 and 140. I'll double check once I review the video. So far 20 minutes made it a little bit less easier to do, but let me spray the other 2 left. So I'm gonna wait 10 more minutes for this one, and then I'm going to wait 40 more minutes on this one. So 1 hour on this one, half an hour on this one, 20 minutes on this one, and 10 minutes on this one. Shake it up again. Spray it again. Should be good enough. 10 more minutes. So while I'm waiting on this one for about 9 more minutes, let me pull these two lug nuts off and see how much PB Blaster penetrated the threads. Okay, so this is a 10-minute mark, and it looks like it didn't do anything. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Looks like I can see it on 2 threads, and that's about it. Now let me take this one off. This is a 20-minute lug nut. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, this one looks like it penetrated just a tiny bit more after 20 minutes, but not a whole lot. A little bit more than this one, but just not good enough. So I'll do the same thing with the half an hour one and then 1 hour one. So let's just wait and see what happens. Alright, it's been half an hour, well actually about 32 minutes. So let's see if it made any difference on the third one. So let's see how much force it would take to take half an hour soaked lug nut. It sure didn't feel like anything is working. Let me pull it off. It felt like it took the same amount of force. To get this one done. So let me pull it out and see what happens. It feels easier to remove, but the initial was sort of about the same. Alright, so it looks like it might have penetrated just a tiny bit more than the 20-minute one. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's going in. So I think I'm going to wait hour and a half on this one, because these lug nuts are a lot of threads in them, so I figured I'd give it extra. Let's do an hour and a half on this one. So it's 2:51. I'm gonna wait another hour, so about 3:51 I'll go ahead and pull this one off, and we'll find out if it's worth dealing with a PB Blaster or not. I've been using this stuff for a while. I just wanted to know how well it worked. So far, I'm not really impressed. So let's wait another hour and we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and shake it up, and I'm going to soak it some more. That should be good enough. So we'll see what happens. Alright, it's been an hour and a half. Time to undo the last lug nut. I sprayed it 2 more times while I was waiting. In the meantime, I broke my torque wrench, but it's alright. I got a good one. I just didn't feel like using it because I would have to adjust the torque specs and tried till the maximum. So let's get this one undone. Oh, that actually worked. Came off a lot easier. So let me go ahead and pull it off and see what the threads look like. Alright, unfortunately it does not look like it penetrated that much. It's actually worse than a half hour, worse than a 20-minute one. It's between the 10-minute mark and a 20-minute mark, but it came out easier. So I don't know. I thought myself the results would be a lot better. Unfortunately, they're not all that great, and I'll continue using the torch. You just can't beat the torch. You heat up the nut and it comes off right away.